Hi, welcome to the Jaguar Jungle. I'm your host, Courtney Selvin. Today's your segment is getting the inside scoop on Jackson Memorial Seussical the Musical. During the segment, we'll see interviews with the art teacher and director of the musical, Miss Allaire, art teacher, Miss Vantrillo, digital media and costume designer, Miss Gagliano, and chorus instructor and vocal director, Mr. Robinson. We will even get to watch a special interview with the leads of the musical as well. They all have a lot to say about Seussical, but what exactly is Seussical? Well, let's find out by checking out our first interviews with Miss Allaire, Miss Vantrillo, Miss Gagliano, and Mr. Robinson. Hello, Miss Allaire. How are you today?
Great, thank you. Hi.
So, Miss Allaire, could you tell me what Seussical is really about?
It's based off of Dr. Seuss stories of Horton Hears a Who, Gertrude, and the Who's.
Who are the leads in this year's musical?
This year our leads are Aaron Dipple is our cat in the hat. Andrew Wood is our JoJo, who is a Who. Shane Smith is our Horton. And Kelly Hoyt is our Gertrude. And Adriana Stroud is Amazing.
What is it like to direct your second musical here at Jackson Memorial?
It's actually quite awesome. Last year was kind of it was a very much of a learning experience for us, and I was a little nervous. This year it was much more exciting because I had some experience under my belt, and this year we were able to relax a little bit more and have fun with the show.
When does the cast usually rehearse?
Pretty much every day, 7 days a week. We have the leads come in 7 days a week, and the ensemble are here anywhere between 4 and 6 days a week.
What is your vision of what Seussical will be like on opening night?
I'm very excited actually, because Seussical is a very playful, imaginative musical, and I think opening night's there's going to be a lot of adrenaline going. We're all going to be pretty pumped to have finally taken what we've worked on for 6 to 8 weeks, and now, let our audience of 1,000 people a night get to see what we've worked so hard at.
What's your favorite part about directing and producing the musicals?
Well, I had been a production manager for 20 years almost, and on the production staff when I was building and painting sets, it was always getting to know the kids. And directing, I think it's the same thing. It's really the relationships that you build with the students, and watching them grow up through this hard work and all of this time put into something. So it's definitely the relationships with the kids.
When is Seussical anyway?
Seussical is St. Patty's Day weekend, which is Friday the 15th of March, 16th of March, and the 17th of March.
Thank you, Miss Allaire. We are very excited to see the show and what you've directed.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Oh, the things you can make you wonder and dream, far and wide as you dare. Talking to us back, talking to us back, to us back, and just a fool, just a fool, just a fool. Talking to us back, talking to us back, to us back, and just a fool. Here on whose we live in fear, we're drifting through space and cannot steer.
Hello, Mr. Robinson. How's your day going so far?
So far, so good. Good morning.
So, Mr. Robinson, what do you teach the cast of the musicals during the rehearsal?
Well, my job is to focus on the singing for the musical. And we learn the words to the songs. We try to repeat the songs as many times as possible so they can be committed to memory as soon as possible. And the melodies and harmonies and the proper way to sing and make sure the audience understands the words.
How long have you been a chorus instructor as well as being in charge of the vocals for the musicals here at JMHS?
Well, I've been a vocal instructor in high schools for 23 years, and this is my 7th year here at JMHS. So this is my 7th musical here, but I've been doing this every spring for 23 years.
How did you become more involved into music as well as becoming a music instructor?
Well, as a kid, I was always in music. I always played the piano and guitar, and I was very interested in music as a child. So growing up, it was just a natural thing that I could make my day and night's work.
What do you expect the cast to comprehend when singing on stage?
Well, when we're on stage, the cast has to more than comprehend, they have to communicate the story, especially Seussical. As you know, the musical is almost completely sung. There is only a few moments in the play where there's actually lines between the characters or narration for the audience to understand. So it's the words of the songs that reveal the whole story. So first the cast has to get the story, and then they have to come up with ways, unique ways, individual ways, and techniques that are used in musical theater for communicating the words of the songs through expression and proper diction and pronunciation.
How often does the cast usually rehearse, and how long do they usually last until?
Well, our cast is rehearsing every day, including Sundays. My area, which I focus on just music, we rehearse Mondays through Thursdays till 4 o'clock, right after school till 4 o'clock, and then Saturday afternoons until 2 o'clock. And interspersed in there are dramatic instructions and direction from Mrs. Allaire, and then our choreographer comes in and works with the dance also. So there's a lot going on at the same time.
Do you think these vocals rehearsals help them as they perform on stage together?
Well, I think you'll have to take a moment to dissect something like this and take it apart and work on its individual parts. So I think, yes, it certainly helps to take a complex thing like a musical and take it apart and work on its components. It's acting, it's the singing, the dancing, set construction, costuming. All of these things come together in the last few weeks, but we have to take it apart in the beginning.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. I guess I'll have to hear how well they all sang together on stage the night of the show.
Thank you.
Hello, Ms. Ventrilo. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. So, what is your job on the production on the musical here at JMHS?
I'm the assistant production manager, which means that I work on everything from props to helping with the sets to fundraising, to helping with costumes, and doing every one of the little things possible to help.
What kind of fundraisers do you provide for the cast to sell and to raise money?
We did a catalog fundraiser, a coupon book fundraiser, and we sold candy.
How much money is usually raised from all the fundraisers you put together?
This year we made about $6,000 or $7,000 with fundraising, and normally they don't fundraise as much, so this year was much more than normal.
Do all the fundraisers sell out right away, or does it take like a couple of weeks?
Some of them took a little longer than others, and some of them went really quickly.
Did your job ever become like stressful?
It's okay. It's just definitely getting more stressful now as the musical gets closer, but we're all having a lot of fun and just trying to get everything together now that there's only 3 weeks left. It's getting more intense.
How long have you been working with the plays here at JMHS?
I taught at Memorial 2 years before Liberty opened, so I did the musicals in those 2 years. I was actually Mrs. Allaire's assistant when she was still doing the sets, and then I did the sets for a little bit at Liberty, and now this is my first year.
Well, thank you, Ms. Ventrilo. Looks like Seussical would not happen without you.
Thank you.
So I heard you are in charge of the costume. What's that like?
Very challenging. It's the first year that we are actually creating our own costumes, so it does put a little bit of a twist on trying to sew and figure out what you're going to do for each student.
How long have you been designing costumes for the plays?
Well, as I said, this is our first time that we actually are designing our own. Before we used to rent, and then we would add embellishments to the ones that we rented. So this year we were trying something new because of last year being so unexpectedly not so well as far as costumes. So we're trying our own this year, and hopefully it will be much better.
What can we expect the costume to be like for Seussical?
Very colorful. I think a little bit out of the ordinary. Everything's going to be a little far removed from normalcy, that's for sure. Definitely colorful.
Where did you learn how to make costumes and create designs?
Well, I used to sew my own clothes. My mom made my own when she was raising me. But I'm also a quilter, so I know how to sew. And just being an artist in general, you just start to try it and wing it and hope you have something that works out. And if not, you go and start over again.
What's your favorite part about designing and putting together the costumes?
Just seeing the finishing touches. Finally seeing the student wear it and they look beautiful. They feel that they fit the part and they fit the student well. So that's the best part.
Well, thank you, Ms. Shi. We are looking forward to seeing wonderful costumes you design at the night of the show.
Thank you.
Wow, that all sounds like going to be a great show. But you know who I'm dying to interview? The lead cast of the one and only JMHS Seussical. Let's check it out what they all had to say about being in the musical. Hey guys, thanks for making the time for this interview. I'm sure you're all very busy right now with the show being so close and all. So to start this off, who are you guys in this year's musical Seussical?
Well, I'm JoJo.
I'm Easy. I'm Cat in the Hat.
I'm General Genghis Khan Schmidt.
I'm the Sour Kangaroo. I'm Gertrude McFuzz.
And I'm Horton the Elephant.
How long have you been involved in JMHS's musical?
This is my first year in JMHS musical.
This is my fourth musical.
Second.
This will be my third.
This is my third.
Do you plan on continuing theater at college?
Yes, I want to go to Montclair.
I'm going to Montclair and I'm a minor. I'm not going to have theater be like my major or my minor, but I'm definitely going to do things outside of the
I would like to minor in musical theater.
When I go to school, I'll probably be involved in the community theaters. If I have any time, that would be great.
Don't you worry about it. I would like to be a vocal teacher.
What are your rehearsals like and how long do they usually last until?
I'm here every day till 6.
Yeah, all the leads are here till like 6. And then
What is your favorite part about being involved in musicals or even theater itself?
food.
Yes, I'm sorry, that is really true though.
I like signing autographs.
Does being in the musical take a lot of commitment and dedication?
Oh, it's every single day after school for who knows how long. And if you want it to be the best, then you put like extra effort to do like other things, like helping wherever you can.
A lot of us help out on the sets and the props and all that.
Costumes and stuff, because we're making all our own costumes.
You're either here or you're doing homework.
Okay.
Now you're all leads here. Do you think being a lead in a musical is an important role to play?
The leads are the plot. I also think chorus is like a huge part, because if it wasn't for the chorus, it would be a talent show. The show has a lot to do with like Horton, but without all the other characters or theater story.
Have you guys learned something from your theater experience?
Yes. I learned a lot.
A lot of the life lessons.
Yes.
I feel like you learn something new every day.
I definitely have grown like my freshman year to now, like just from being in like the drama club. Like I've definitely learned a lot.
So much.
You learn to accept different characters.
And how to like handle a lot of commitments all at the same time.
How well do you all get along? Are you all close friends and working together at the campus?
7 days a week with these people. Yeah, there's gonna be problems, but you're gonna still see them after, so you're like, alright, I gotta make up as soon as possible so I don't waste time. And you do not want tension on the stage. Going off of like that, 7 days a week, we're bound to get, it's bound to happen.
Yeah. You guys are looking forward to see Seussical in March. Keep up the good work. Before you guys go, do you mind singing a little preview of what we can expect?
Things you can think, any thinker who thinks can come up with a few.
Oh, the things you can think.
Think a trip on a ship to the Vipper of Vip or to Seussical.
They are all all a great cast, and I can't wait to see them in their character on opening night. Now, don't forget to check out JMHS's musical, Seussical, on the following dates. March 15th at 7:30 p.m., March 16th at 2 o'clock p.m. and 7:30 p.m., and March 17th at 2 o'clock p.m. It's going to be a great show you don't want to miss. Well, that was today's segment. See you next time on Jaguar Jungle.
Ryan, get out of the shot.
I just walked right.
No, Ryan, you go away because you're gonna distract me.
One,
You have to go to the
the look on my grandma's face.
Courtney's our audience.
Are you serious?
Yes.
The look on my grandma's face.
What's your favorite color?
Guys, one at a time.
No, in Seuss format, please.
Purple.
Did you say Harple?
It would have to be green. Because it's the color of the grass. No, it's gray. It's gray.
Didn't really rhyme.
Oh, you're right. Mean green. We got you. Have to fight for the right. Gray like payday. What do you say? Hey. Hey. We don't rate this year. Because a person's a person no matter how small. Hello. Miss Wire, everybody. Miss Wire! You can't see her. We're being interviewed by the camera.
Before you guys go, do you mind singing a little preview of what we can expect?
See?
Yes.
Sing.
Let's do it.
Yes? What? I thought we agreed on no.
Amazing Seuss. Come see Seussical scene.